There was a Planet Fitness debacle that's going on right now. A whole situation where a woman went into Planet Fitness, normal member. She walks in, man. She gets in there, goes to the restroom, and as she walks in the restroom, she finds a man shaving his face. And she asks him, "What you doing in here?" Well, apparently this man claims to be a woman. That is what he identifies as. He identifies as a woman. Y'all, this is not okay. Apparently there was a 12-year-old girl scared in that bathroom with a towel around her in the corner somewhere. Because how does she react to it? This is all new age hooey, guys, and we have to get to a point where we're okay to be honest about that. This whole non-binary, I identify as this, I'm this is all new. This has not been around forever. And I'll never be convinced that it was. This is new, and this is why it can be confusing to the younger generation. So TikTok is bad for the younger generation, but the gender equality and the inclusivity that we have to have with specific gender identifications, that's not harming to them. Joe Biden talks about how Christians shouldn't be able to adopt children because Christians will start to indoctrinate the kids with their Christianity. But we can have sexual education inside of school where those same kids will go, where we're teaching them about same-sex relationships and same-sex intercourse, if you will. And that's not indoctrination. I'm telling you, it's very interesting to see the direction that the world is going in. It's scary. This is why I say we need prayer, and you need to stay prayed up, because we're moving to a very illogical, lacking common sense, moving in that direction. And prayer is going to be what's going to be the thing that's going to defend us from this. But I want to show you guys that clip. This woman, she, like I said, she went into Planet Fitness, and this is a terrible situation because she ended up being the one that got disciplined, received the consequences, if you will, for experiencing what she experienced. I don't want to say too much. Let's hear this clip from her. Let's get into this.
We're in Fairbanks, Alaska, day 2 of Planet Fitness saga. I came in Monday. There's a man in the women's locker room shaving. A little girl sitting in the corner. She could have been 12 years old. I don't know how old she was. In a towel, kind of freaked out that there's a man shaving in her locker room. Well, I was offended. I took a picture of him and I asked him, "Why are you there? You're a man with a penis. Why are you in the women's locker room?" And he justified by saying, "I'm queer LGB," and I said, "You shouldn't be in the women's locker room." Well, I left. And as I said this morning, I got canceled. Planet Fitness is defending the man in the women's locker room, the man with the penis, rather than the child sitting in the corner with a towel wrapped around her. So people, I just want you to know, this is weird. It's not good. It's rather disturbing. So I would like for you women to stand up and have a voice and stop the shenanigans. You have authority. Use your authority. I took that picture because I felt like I was in an unsafe space. And so I'm probably going to go report this to the police today, but I just want to tell Samantha and Joe that work there and own it, thank you so much for canceling my membership. You saved me the trip. Have a great day.
When do you find women who identify as transgender, maybe they identify as a man, they use, masculine pronouns, when do you find them utilizing the men's restroom? That was a very interesting comment that I saw, because to me, it was very interesting and it was honest. When do you find that? Because I never see that. But then you get men that will go into women's locker rooms, restrooms, because they say they identify as a woman. I think this is pedophilic. I think that's exactly what this is. And it needs to be stopped, man. And it's just unfortunate to know that they canceled her membership for that. They canceled her membership. Here's the mugshot of the gentleman. But they canceled her membership because she walked in and saw this gentleman here. This is the picture that's floating around the internet that she took, shaving the hair off of his face, identifying as a woman in the women's restroom in Planet Fitness. So Planet Fitness cancels her membership because they said it was rude and disrespectful because she offended him, or offended her, if you will. It's just confusing, and it's not okay. So apparently Planet Fitness, man, they've went out a lot of money. A bunch of people have went to Planet Fitness who have memberships there and canceled their memberships because a lot of people believe that this is not okay. There was a 12-year-old girl sitting in there. That's scary for her. So, like I said, this is all new aged hooey. This ideology, this idea of identifications and misrepresentation of gender and all that, that's new. So imagine how scarce that could be for a little girl, for a little child. So when do we become honest with ourselves in this new time, in this new age, as the adult? I mean, look at this guy. He's a grown man. When can we all get honest with ourselves and say, look, you can identify as women, that's fine, but go use the man's restroom because you still have male parts and you need to use the male, facilities. Can you know that this could be uncomfortable for a little girl, 12, 10, 8 years old? People are saying that it's very selfish for heterosexual people to not understand the homosexual community, that we're very selfish, or Christians for that matter, very selfish. But I think that, actually Christianity teaches a lot of selflessness. So I think it's actually contrary. But in reality, I think that this community here and these acts and this stuff that's going on, I think that this is the selfish act because it's only thinking about yourself. It's all about your own liberty, your own freedom. You've come out. You're ready to just express yourself who you are. But at what cost? At the expense of what? And it's just interesting that Planet Fitness immediately, in their defense, takes up in the honor of this male here. You think I'm going to take my children, my daughters for that matter, to a public restroom? No, because of stuff like this. When does it end? When does it end? This is all sad, y'all. This is all creepy and it's all sad. It's scary, man. It's scary to know, like I said, that these are the things that are happening in the side that we get on. Candace Owens fired from the Daily Wire because she expresses genuine emotion, genuine, authentic emotion of something that is actually sad. And because she's sad about it and expresses those emotions, she gets backlash for it, gets removed. This gentleman here, this grown man, identifies as a woman, goes into Planet Fitness, in the locker room, in the bathroom, shaving his face, scaring a little 12-year-old girl in a corner, not knowing what to do. Shocks the grown woman who walks into the women's restroom not expecting to see a grown man. That's interesting to me. And the side we get on is the side that we shouldn't be on. The side that the world, that the majority, the companies, businesses that they get on is the side that we shouldn't be on. It's wrong. It's corrupt. There's an issue here. There's a problem here. What the world needs now is prayer. Real prayer. That's all I got, man. That's all I got on this one. But boy, do I tell you. It's like, it's hard to know when the switch took place. When did we start as a nation, as a world? When did we start rebuking truth? When did we start not wanting to adhere to logic? It's interesting, man. That's interesting. That's all I got for you guys on this one. I appreciate it if you guys stayed this long as always, man. Always, I definitely appreciate it. Staying to the end, the longer former content. But that's all I got, man. Think about that. Don't be on the side where, man, logic just doesn't make sense and it doesn't live, man. Come to the side of truth, man. Come to the side of real knowledge. Pray. We need prayer. Russia, Israel, all these places, man, need prayer. Gotta not be so selfish. We gotta become selfless like Christ and start to really think about other people that are in other situations, that are going through other things, man. There's always someone that is worse off than us. There's always someone going through things, and they may be worse off than us. But I just want to encourage us, man. Attempt to be more selfless. Open our mouths and pray, man. And pray for other people. Not just for our own things, for things we want, for our own goods. But pray for other people, man. Wow. That's all I got, man. To the next one, y'all. I appreciate you for staying. I'm out.